Well, the Florida humidity, Coach, certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Deuce. Hey. Motion. Hey, check Mike 45. It's going to be a long snap.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, last week he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays? It certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
On the ground, this is Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Look at me, zipper.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 99.
Johnson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Returnable for Lockett. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready. Mike 51. Mike 51. Nice, sweetheart.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Go.
Now Allen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Ready? 50, plant. 50 to mine. Here we go.
Off play action. Michael. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Base. Oh, here we go. Oh. Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down. Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Michael. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Herbert. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. We ain't giving them nothing to do. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He completes it to Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Michael. He's got Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
90 Wolf. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Michael completes it to Davis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the set. Mike 50. Mike 50. Stay with your man. Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Left coming, left coming.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
They'll run it with Johnson. Into the secondary again. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, it's Allen, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
51 the mic, boys, 51. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On second down, it's Allen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Herbert. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running from the gun, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw. Michael. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Michael, it's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking to throw. Michael. This complete to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Back to throw. Michael. And this is complete. It's Allen. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Trey Madden, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Hey, 52. 65. 45. 45.
To throw on third down. Herbert. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First down, Lions.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
On first down, Herbert. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
First down, Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check 25.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Buccaneers' 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Allen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Michael. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Michael. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw. Michael. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Buccaneers, 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You got nothing here. You got nothing. Check safety. 6-6. Pull it high. Go.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Michael under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Reynolds. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Detroit.
Set up. 70, Indy. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to number 14. Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They give to Johnson going right. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. You draw quarter.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 27, Buccaneers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1st and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the draw play. Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And an alley to run. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal.
27, Buccaneers 24. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Allen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready? 60 yards. I'm scared.
To throw on second down. Michael. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the set. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Allen, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Double time. 3 down. Hey, check. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. It's just me and you. Big grip.
Back to throw. Michael. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, Johnson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the double. 97's the mic. Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 34, Buccaneers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Michael. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Operating from the gun, Michael. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready, break. 97 to the mic. Here we go, here we go. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move, get it.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit! As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Michael. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Set, ready, 60 outlaw. Go! Five.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Ready?
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Ready, 18, Gator. Check, 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
I don't wanna be on the ground. Took me so long getting back to my right mind.